everyone, and welcome to Math 125, which is Finite Mathematics for Business and Economics. My name is Brenda Hastings, and I'll be working with you this semester for this online version of this class. We're going to start by going over the syllabus. So I emailed that to you earlier today. So I'm just going to summarize it for you and go over a couple of the important things. Like, again, my name is Brenda Hastings. Here's my office on campus if you are on or near campus. That's my office phone number. You can feel free to try to give me a call, but the best way to reach me is by this email address right here. What we will do is we will have appointments for office hours online, preferably during these hours, Tuesday 2 to 3 or Wednesday 12:30 to 2:30. And we'll set up a Zoom appointment where we'll just basically, it's almost like Skyping, and we'll talk online to each other. But if you are on or around campus and you want to stop by and see me in person, then we can do that as well. You will need to send me an email so that we can set up our Zoom appointment to make sure that we can meet if you need to. In the email I sent you earlier had the important required materials that we need. Remember, you just need an access code for WebAssign that comes with an electronic copy of the textbook online. That is the required materials. If you want to add the optional loose leaf copy of the textbook, you're welcome to do so, but that is not necessary. You're also going to need a calculator that you're going to want to have with you. And when I say bring to class every day, I mean have it ready for you to use while working through problems, watching the videos. Here's my grading scale. A 90 is an A, an 87 is a B+, an 80 is a B, so on and so forth. We'll break the grading down. Your homework will be 20%. There will be some online quizzes that are 15%. 4 online tests, that'll be 50%. That's going to be 12.5% each. And your final exam, which will be 15% of your grade. So the way that it works is there's going to be 2 sets of videos, and the first group of videos are already posted. So under videos, first thing you want to do is watch the video and fill in the blank notes that are there. That's kind of the lesson. And then in the next folder, you're going to try some exercises that I wrote out for you, and you're going to kind of try to work on those on your own. Like if you got a good understanding of the video, you should be able to solve those problems. And then there's another video that goes over those solutions with you. And of course, at any time, if you have questions, you can always reach out to me. Homework will be completed using a program called WebAssign. There will be another video to follow soon that will show you how to get enrolled and set up in WebAssign and some of the features that WebAssign has. The nice thing about WebAssign is most of the problems, you have 100 attempts to do the problem, and you get immediate feedback if you get it right. There are strict due dates on your homework problems that are on WebAssign, and all those due dates are listed on there. Keep in mind those due dates are subject to change if something happens and we need to kind of adjust the course a little bit. For the most part, they're pretty set, and all homework problems are due at 11:59 p.m. the night of the due date. I would make sure that you submit your answers before 11:59 p.m. just in case your clock and WebAssign's clock don't match. If for some reason you aren't able to submit all your homework, any or all of it, or you get some problems wrong before 11:59 p.m. On your due date, then you can request an extension. All extensions are automatically accepted and granted. They are at a 50% penalty. So for example, if you got 80% of the homework correct before the due date, and then maybe you met with a tutor, or maybe you came in and we talked on Zoom for office hours, and you went back and you got the other 20%, 100% correct, that will give you 10% back, so the 80 would now become a 90. You get half those missed points back. After the 2 weeks is up, these extensions are only good for up to 2 weeks after the original due date. And after those 2 weeks are up, your grade is set. Quizzes, there's going to be some online quizzes. They will be through D2L. What will happen is they will be available all day to you, but once you start, you're only going to have about 25 minutes to go through them. So the timer will start. You will submit your answers through D2L. There will be little boxes for you to put your answer in and submit. But then all the work that you use, try to keep that neat. You're going to scan that in, and you're going to post that to the Dropbox as well. So I'm going to need to see your work that goes along to support those answers. If you don't have a scanner, there are some scanners on campus. I think there's one maybe in Walker Hall or Young Hall maybe, or the library I think has scanners. Or you can download a scanning app. I personally have one called Scanner Pro, but there's plenty of other scanning apps if you want to download one of those. So here are your tentative quiz dates. These are pretty much going to be set unless I, for some reason, decide to change those. So it tells you which quiz, the day of that quiz, and which sections that they cover. Tests are going to be a very similar format. They're going to be a little bit longer. You're going to have an hour to do your tests. Same thing, you'll submit the answers online, then you'll scan in your work to send that to me. There's going to be the 4 tests. Here are their tentative dates as well. And your final exam is going to be the same thing. Your final exam will be Thursday, May 8th. Again, once you start it, you have a 2-hour timer to get that done. Here are some tutoring resources that are available to you. There's the Harvey Knowledge Center if you are on or around campus. There's also NetTutor, which is online. If you just log on to D2L and you look at the top of your screen, you'll see where it says Radford University Support. Click on that and then you can get down to NetTutor. That is free for Radford students. This is an online class. It's going to be very tempting to reach out for help, especially during those quizzes and tests that are online. That is breaking the honor code, and if I do find out that you did break the honor code or somehow figure it out, I will report you. So you really don't want to, break the honor code. Be honest here. You're paying for this class. It's your work, and if you're taking this before you're going to take Math 126, you're only hurting yourself if you don't actually do the work yourself. If you do need classroom availability or accommodations, that's the word. If you need classroom accommodations, you're going to have to register with the Center for Accessibility Services, which is over in Russell Hall, and they'll help you fill out the paperwork, and then you and I are either going to need to meet in person or we're going to need to meet on Zoom so we can discuss your accommodations before I can sign off on those. Here's the basic list of topics we are going to cover in this class, just to give you an idea of what we're going over. And here are some important dates that are available. The last day to add or drop a class is Monday the 27th. So if an online version of this class is not going to be for you, then you may want to consider dropping the online version and adding one of the on-campus face-to-face sections of this class. I will tell you, if you are not willing and able to sit down for a few hours a week to watch videos with your undivided attention, no music, no TV, no distractions, no cell phone, and actually try to learn the material from my videos, then this class is not going to be for you. It is going to involve a lot of work and a lot of kind of self-teaching stuff based on my videos, and you may need to seek out other resources online like YouTube videos, Khan Academy, or those tutoring resources that I showed you. So anyway, that kind of gives you an idea of what to expect from this class and introduce myself to you. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me by email, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.